Hey guys, it's Brian again with another ceiling fan video. What I've got for you here is a 52-inch Casablanca Victorian ceiling fan, antique brass, K63 motor with the cardboard box variable speed control from 1979. Absolutely gorgeous. Picked up this fan from a local collector who had acquired it from one of his customers. And when I took down the 20th Century Limited that was hanging in this room before, I decided to throw it up in my office in place of my 1982 Gallery Edition Victorian. That one is a K55 swapped to a Slumber 3-speed instead of the original Slumber Quiet, which had failed on that fan. So this one went up in place of the 20th Century, which this is pretty much the fan that I had wanted for this bedroom ever since I moved into this house. K63, late 70s, early 80s, antique brass Victorian. The only thing that could make this fan any better is if it had dark stencil blades. But I will take the plain, because the blades on this fan match my furniture exactly. And while they are a little bit worn, as you can see, I actually kind of like that look because it gives it kind of a old-time antique vibe, which I absolutely love. It actually matches this piece of furniture right here that holds my flat screen TV, as this has a little bit of wear on it. And I actually added a light kit to this fan that did not come with it. This is a Casablanca light kit, but it came off of my 82 Gallery Edition Victorian that was in my office, as that fan went back into storage, so I decided to use a light kit from it. The brass on this particular fan is a little bit darker, but it just looks perfect. Like you could not have planned this better. As you can see, it's got the slide-up canopy. It has an original Casablanca tassel pull chain on it. And this is pretty much identical to one of the fans that is in one of my ads that's on the wall in my office. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be the exact fan from that ad, which I will post a picture of at the end of the video. I'll give you a shot of the top of the motor. It's got the old style top motor plate with the paper tag, which I will put a picture of at the end of the video. There's the canopy. The fan really is in great shape. I mean, other than the blades being a little worn, but they're pretty nice. I mean, yeah, one of them is warped. It has a couple of flaws. The flywheel is, slightly wonky, but that's pretty typical for a K63 fan. That seems to be a thing that happens, but these are self-balancing flywheels, so I'm not really worried about it. These are really well made. And the other thing is the bushing on the stationary shaft for the switch housing is worn out, but as long as it doesn't wobble too heavily while it's running, it really doesn't become obnoxious. It is a reversible fan. There's the reverse switch right there in one of the motor vents. And here is the tag on the side of the switch housing. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and demo this one for you and see how she runs. So let's turn the light off first to show you what it looks like without the light kit. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this fan. This is literally the perfect fan for this room. Yeah, K63 Victorians are probably, actually they are my favorite Casablanca fans. So I'm really happy to have this. This is a milestone for me. Anyway, let's go ahead, start with fan only on the lowest point on the variable speed control. a matter of fact, I'm going to move over here so that you can see it in better light. It does have the audible 60 cycle hum that K63s have, but it's actually kind of soothing at night. I have a window air conditioner in here that keeps us cool in the summer, me and my girlfriend, and she actually likes the 60 cycle hum that comes out of this fan. She says it's very lulling to help us sleep, which I agree. Some people don't like it. I like it. Very nice, slow, restaurant style, low speed. And for the rest of the demonstration, I'm gonna turn the light on. This is light only. This is fan and light. Try not to hit my knuckles on this. About a quarter turn there. I almost wish I would have waited to make that tribute to Casablanca video to have this in the video. This and my 20th Century Limited would have been awesome in that video, because they're just like, I mean, other than in New Orleans or a Broadway Limited or something that's, you know, fancier than a Victorian or a 20th Century, I mean, you're pretty much getting the pinnacle of Casablanca right here. Another quarter turn. Moves great air. Usually in the summertime, when we sleep in here at night, we have it around this speed. It doesn't wobble on this speed. And with the air conditioning, it's definitely very comfortable. But then when you get really anything faster than about here on the speed controls, when it starts to wobble. I'll even show you, it's right about here, I think, is when it starts to, maybe not. Very, 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 very slight wobble. So maybe it's about here. Okay, let's turn it up a little more. This is about the point where the wobble's at its worst. Moving a heck of a lot of air though. And the problem with this fan wobbling is not so much that it's wobbling. I really could care less about that. The problem is because it's got a worn out bushing in the switch housing and the shaft, it makes kind of a clunking noise, which I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not doing it now, but I bet you when I get it up a little higher, it will. Oh yeah, you can hear that. Moving a heck of a lot of air though. This fan is a seriously impressive air mover. Yeah, you can hear that. And part of that is the glass rattling around too, which I need to do some work to this fan a little bit. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn it all the way up. I'm gonna hold on to the light just so that it doesn't go crazy here. But I mean, this thing is moving a ton of air. I mean, it is a super, oops, dropped you there for a second. It's a super impressive air mover. I'll do some work to it to make it, you know, have less issues. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. And we'll let it coast down. It's just an absolute beauty of a fan. I love this fan. As of right now, this is my favorite fan in my collection. And this is one of the few K63 fans that I own. Out of the Casablancas that I own, I have, how many K63 fans do I have? I have this one. I've got the 20th Century Limited in my office. I have another 20th Century Limited that's actually missing its blades and blade arms. That's from 81. The one in the office is from 82. This is a 1979. I have the 1980 Four Seasons, the white one. That's K63. And I have a polished brass, white and polished brass Zephyr. That's K63. I also have, well, I'm not going to tell you about the next one, next fan that's K63, because that's going to be a surprise for you guys. Something that y'all will really enjoy. But this is my favorite K63 fan in my collection. This thing is just gorgeous. So there you have it. That's the 52-inch Casablanca Victorian Antique Brass K63 motor from 1979. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching. More videos to come.